Manchester United will have to Turkey transfer target £103 million release clause to sign him in January. Manchester United will have to Turkey Goncalo Ramos release clause to sign him in January, says Benfica president Rui Costa. Everton had confirmed after United made World Cup friendly defeat to Real Betis that the Red Devils will do everything in our power to set the striker in the January transfer window. Following the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo, the Dutchman option up front looks somewhat a threadbare heading into the second half in the 20-23 campaign. Anthony Martial has returned to fitness, but with the Frenchman suffering three different injuries since the former Ajax manager took the reins at Old Trafford. The 52-year-old cannot afford to rely on his number 9 to stay injury-free from now until June. Alongside Goncalo Ramos has been linked with a move to the Tour of Dream next month after scoring a hat-trick on his World Cup debut. After being given the nod to star over Ronaldo, Ramos could well be identified as the man to replace the five-time Ballon d'Or winner for club and country. Ramos has scored 14 goals for Benfica this season, having stepped up to become the Portuguese giant man following the big money support of Darwin Nunes. But with the Benfica top of the Portuguese top flight having dropped just 2 points all season, and with the Champions League last 16 tie against Club Brugge on the horizon having qualified top of their group after hosting Juventus and Paris Saint-Germain, Rui Costa says the Lisbon-based side have no intention of letting any of their stars go in the January transfer window. Speaking via Corrado Manha, the Portuguese legend said, "We have the sole objective of having a winning season. No player will leave unless it's due to the close, which at this moment is fundamental for the squad. What I can promise our supporters is what I did at the beginning of the year. This is a supporting project, not a financial one. Fortunately, we are not experiencing financial problems and we have no need to sell players." According to the Manchester Evening News, Ramos release clause in what €120 million or about £103 million. Having splashed a record amount during the summer transfer window, is nigh on impossible that the Glazer will fork out over £100 million to trigger Ramos' release clause in January regardless of the money saved by Ronaldo no longer being on the wage bill. Ramos is under contract at Benfica until 2026, but keeper Rui Costa comments a move for Portuguese superstar will have to likely wait until the summer.